But some of you believe that light can't be brought back. It won't be brought back. You'll never be the same way you were before. And to you, I say that's true, because in fact, you'll be better. You'll be greater. You'll be more, you look at your old self and wonder, wow, was that really me? You look at your old self and wonder, is that really all I thought I could be? When in fact, at some point it was, but that wasn't all you could be. That's all you thought you could be. And that's all you confided yourself in to be. But I'm here to tell you that you can be greater. You are greater. That the Lord is going to make you greater. You're going to begin to see. You're going to begin to be seeing, to be believing in what you're seeing. See, because the thing is, you can see all you need and still not believe. But the Lord is going to show you in ways that you're going to believe. That you have to believe because there's no other way. The Lord is going to show you face to face all the things He set in place. The Lord is going to begin to show you who you were and who you were now, who you are now, and who you need to become. The steps are often not that very far. A lot of you are midway through that journey. So that's when that sadness hits. That's when that despair hits. To try and hinder you. When for most, it'll be what you overcome. It'll be what you use as a stepping stone. It'll be what you, in fact, you leap over with ease. A skip, a jump, and a leap. A skip, a jump, and a hop. That's some of the steps that some of you will be taking to overcome that sadness. See, because the thing about grief, the thing about sadness, it is that it doesn't last forever. Because happiness will find you. And happiness wants to find you through the Lord. Happiness needs to find you through the Lord. You can see. You can see. You can see. But can you really see? The Lord will open your eyes. And I mean open your eyes. To see what you really, really need to be. A lot of you, because you're in the sadness, you're in the wrong spot. And the Lord is saying He can make it right. He will make it right. All you got to do is believe. A lot of you don't want to take His hand. His hand is out for you. You need to take it. His hand is there. You need to take it. He's leaving everything out for you. He's leaving out the blessings. You need to take it. He's putting stuff in place for you. You need to take it. But because deep down with the sadness and the despair, you feel like you don't deserve it, you just leave it there. You just leave it there. You leave it there, leave it there, leave it there. And since it's for nobody else except you, it stays there. Some of your blessings are still there to this very day. It's been years after years, months after months, days after days. Some maybe even a decade. And that blessing is still there. waiting for you to return back to it. Because once you collect that one blessing, you collect the next and the next and the next. Once you walk with the Lord, you can continue to pass go and take 100. You keep going and going and going. You won't stop. You can't stop. For the Lord is with you. A lot of you need to just go. A lot of you are stopping when you need to go. The Lord will guide you in the direction. All you need to do is run. Some of you can even walk because you're walking with the Lord. Some of you can skip because you're skipping with the Lord. Once you find that little laughter, that little thing that brings you joy, and the Lord will definitely give you that thing. A lot of you will hold on to that little thing that giggles, that makes you giggle, that makes you laugh. Every single time it pops into your mind. You think there's not a reason? You think that's not the Lord putting in your mind to sweep away the sorrows, to sweep away the webs, to sweep away the insects? Because once the Lord gets rid of that sorrow, once you let go of that sorrow, once you grow from that sorrow, you begin to do cleaning. You begin to start by cleaning your mind, cleaning your body. Because you can't have a clean mind if you don't have a clean body. You begin to start cleaning your body. Then you start to clean around you. Then the last thing you take on is cleaning your mind. Because all these things can be cleaned. Your surroundings can be clean. Your body can be clean. But if your mind is not clean, the rest will be polluted. And God will take away that pollution. He will literally clean it himself. It's not for you to clean up. It's for him to clean up. The Lord will literally do everything. All you gotta do is turn to him. You turn to others more than you turn to him. There's a reason why some of these things aren't working. Because there's only one true solution. There's only one true reason. The Lord wants to put you in a new season. But he needs you to address the old. He needs you to take a go. To take that ticket and go. To take that ride and go. Whatever you need to get, take, and go. You won't have to take anything because it's from the Lord. Just remember, the Lord will never tell you to do anything bad. And if you're hearing something telling you to do bad and take something that doesn't belong, that's not the Lord. And all that means is that you're heading into the right direction. That's all that means. This opposition you're facing in your mind, your soul, and your spirit. But all you can see is it taking place on your body. All you can see is what you're only being allowed to see at this time. You think that opposition is for no reason? That opposition is the Lord getting you ready. That opposition is the forces trying to stop you. And if things are of God, that are not of God are trying to stop you, you must be on the right path. You must be on the right path. Because if you're not on the right path, you wouldn't face opposition. In fact, you'll face thumbs up. If you're not on the right path, you won't see anything. But God can definitely take that sadness away. A lot of you feel immense pain. Pain like pain that you think is unbearable. Some of you, that's the sound of the alarm of God telling you to wake up. Wake up. Wake up. But yet, you stay tossing and turning because the devil wants to keep you bound. You stay tossing and turning because the devil wants you to stay where you are. The Lord will literally uproot you from your surroundings, uproot you from where you are, and take you somewhere so far, somewhere so beautiful, somewhere so gracious that you'll know where you are. Because you don't need to see where you are to believe where you are. You'll feel it in your guts like, this is where I need to be. This is home. Some of you never felt that type of home. So when you feel it, it'll feel different. You may not be able to tell what it is at first. You'll think it's a trap. But it's not. It's a blessing. Some of you need to take that first step. Open your Bible. Pick Genesis. Pick Exodus. Pick Leviticus. Pick the New Testament. Just start reading. In fact, you can just open. The Lord will lead you to where you need to open and read. Just close your eyes and open a book. Put your finger somewhere and start reading there. And that would definitely be where the Lord needs you to read. That would definitely apply to your situation. The Lord doesn't need you to be strong when He's with you. Because when you're with the Lord, you could be like a lamb. When you're with the Lord, you could be yourself. When you're with the Lord, you don't have to worry. You don't have to fret. When you're with the Lord, you start to see stuff. You start to believe. For some of you, you don't need to see to believe. Once you're with the Lord, you just believe. Because you know He got everything in His hands. You know He got the whole world in His hands. You know, deep down, you'll know, some of you already know, and some of you will know, that He got the entire world in His hands, including you. Yes, you. He will protect you. He will provide for you. A lot of you, your sadness is in financial. Your sadness is in health. Your sadness is in mental. Your sadness is in something of this world. Not knowing that the Lord can fix it. The Lord can literally provide what you need, whether it's money, a family, or time. He will make time for you in all that you do. Before you know it, once you start walking with the Lord, you start to receive blessing after blessing. You will be spoiled. You will be spoiled. And I mean that in a good way. You'll be spoiled with these blessings, these favors, these prosperities. Everywhere you turn around, God will continue to bless you. You turn left, a blessing. You turn right, a blessing. You look front, a blessing. You turn to your back, a blessing. Every single thing you do leads to a blessing. Every single place you go leads to a blessing. You start to wonder where all these blessings come. Well, it all started when you turned to the Lord. It all started when you prayed, when you got on your knees and prayed. It all started when the sorrows went away. You start to notice the sorrows are gone. All this happiness is coming in. What did I do? It's only the Lord. You turn to the Lord. That's what you did. You put all your pain in the Lord's hands. You put all your grief in the Lord's hands. You put everything into the Lord's hands. You begin to see and see and see. Oh, is this really me? You begin to see and see and see. Is this for me? Yes, it's for you. The Lord won't put you through pain for no reason. The Lord won't put you through pain with no gain. The Lord will never put you through anything you're not supposed to go through. The Lord will protect you. A lot of you, the Lord is protecting you right now. You just don't know it. A lot of you experience these miracles, these life-changing events, oh, I was just here. You hear about something and you hear the fact you were just there. The Lord saved you. The Lord is with you. He's been with you. He never left your side. All He's hoping is for you to turn to Him and say, you're ready. You're ready to follow Him. You're ready to be with Him. You're ready to walk with Him. Because He's going to take you to greater heights. A lot of you, we begin to see things of amazement, things of value. And I don't just mean just to you. You'll become the thing of value to others. The Lord wants a lot of you to become things of value to others. The sadness that you're feeling will be something that is used not only for you, but maybe for others. You could teach how you navigated through that sadness. The Lord will never put you through anything you don't need to go through. A lot of you just need to turn to Him. A lot of you, some of you, this sadness is not even of the Lord's. The Lord is fighting for you. But He needs you to fight for yourself. He needs you not to talk down on yourself. He needs you to speak boldly of yourself. To speak with excitement. Speak with praise. Speak with honor. Speak. 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 That's all He needs you to do. Speak happiness into yourself. Every time you feel sad, say, I am happy. Every time you're angry, say, I am happy. Remember, there's power in your tongue. There's power in your tongue. There's power in your tongue. See, a lot of you don't understand that when you speak, the angel of the hour, yes, you may feel sad now, but you won't feel sad forever. You may feel sad now, but you won't stay sad forever. But if you continue to speak it, the more you speak, the more you believe. Some of you are speaking your own sorrows into your life. You don't find it odd that something you said last week just happened? The Lord needs you to stop. You can do it. The Lord believes in you. The Lord will literally help you. A lot of you, you're hearing alarms saying, wake up, get up, come on. That's the Lord cheering you on. The alarms you hear, the sounds you hear, the words you hear is the Lord cheering you on, the Lord walking with you, the Lord helping you. The Lord will get you out of these situations. He has gotten you out of other situations. I know He has. You may not realize it, but He definitely has. You won't realize it now, but you realize it later. Would that later be now? Could that later be now? Well, it should be now. Because tomorrow starts today. Start by speaking excellence into your life, prosperity into your life. Start by just saying, you are not sad. In fact, even if you need to utter your name, say you are not sad. In fact, you are glad. And the Lord will hear you. Start by going to the Lord and asking, praying, getting on your knees and saying, Lord, take away the sorrow and this pain so that I may feel whole again, so I may feel like who you need me to be. Some of you, once you do that, your main emotion will be gladness, will be happiness. Sadness will be no more. A lot of you will say, sadness? We don't know her. Sadness? We don't know him. Who's that? Once some of you get rid of that sadness, you become a whole new person. You'll have a new identity. The sadness of yesterday will not be the sadness of tomorrow, because there'll be no sadness tomorrow. A lot of you will laugh and laugh and laugh, and only when you laugh will you shed a tear. A lot of you will laugh and laugh and laugh, and only when you laugh will you shed a tear. Only when you laugh will you shed a tear. The only tears that will be coming out of your eyes are tears of joy. From laughing, from too much happiness you can't control. Exceedingly happiness. A lot of you, your cup will run it over. A lot of you, the Lord will be pouring into your cup. A lot of you, the Lord will say when, say when, say when. And your cup just run it over with blessings. Everything you want, you'll have it. And you don't have to do anything except go to him. You don't have to do anything except serve him. You don't just go to God one time. You don't just go to a doctor's appointment one time, because God is a great physician. You have to go countless of times. You get to know God. The closer you become with God, the more he blesses you. The closer you become to God, the more he personalizes your blessing to the T. He already knows you. He just needs you to know yourself. He already knows you, but he wants to know you more. And he also wants you to know yourself. Because once you talk with God, and God shows you what you did wrong, what happened, you'll begin to see, could this really be? But you'll learn. It doesn't matter the fact that you feel sadness now. It doesn't matter that you feel pain now. You will learn. And you won't learn through harsh words. You won't learn through pain. You'll learn through happiness. Because when it rains, all it does is just washing away everything of yesterday. When it rains, what comes after the rain? The sunshine, and sometimes even a rainbow. Something so colorful, something so bright. That's what some of you are. You're colorful and you're bright. But in this moment, you feel dark. In this moment, you feel muted. You feel like the colors have been turned down. You feel like you have only reasons to frown. You feel like you just can't take that first step. But the thing is, you're not taking that first step alone. God will not let you fall or falter. God will not let you fall or falter when you're taking that first step. Like a baby taking his first step, like a child taking his first step. You're taking that first step with the Lord, holding the Lord's hand, clenching onto the Lord's hands, thinking, don't drop me, don't drop me. He's got you. He's not going to drop you. You're not going to fall. All you have to do is believe. Your belief is the key. Your belief is the key. Because you can pray and pray every day. Pray for the same thing. Pray for that sadness to be gone. But if you don't believe, that sadness will be gone. Then it kind of contradicts. Counteracts. Two sides clashing. That's why the Lord says, speak good things unto yourself. Whenever you feel like you're down, say you're up. The words you utter are powerful. They are prophetic, whether you know it or not. Be careful with your words, not only to yourself, but to others. Be careful with your words. Be careful with your words. Whenever you feel like you did something dumb or you messed up, don't talk down on yourself. Say, I did good, I'll try again later. Instead of saying that you're dumb, say you're smart. Because you lived and you learned. You learned so you can live. Yes, you make a mistake, but it's about time you did. Because we're human. You're human. It's a matter of time that you make a mistake. But it's okay. The Lord is there to fix your mistakes. Your mistakes won't be mistakes. Your mistakes will be the catapult. That thing you thought was a mistake, that thing you're saying that you're done for doing. That thing that you say you thought you were done for doing, you're not. You are not dumb. Repeat after me. I am not dumb. I am smart. Because I got the Lord by my side. I am not dumb. I am smart. I am an intellectual. I am intelligent. I am me. Once you start to speak these words, then you start to realize how much power your words hold. you start to realize that you won't be sad, that you're not sad. I'm saying it right now, you're not sad. It's only a matter of time until you say it. You're not sad. You're not sad. You're not sad. The more you say it, the more you believe. What you hear and what you say register in your mind. That's why you should always read the word. That's why you should always go to the Lord. As you get closer with the Lord, He will show you. It's only a matter of time. But the first learning, the first word is, don't speak down unto yourself. Your sadness is gone. Do you believe? Your sorrow is gone. Do you believe? Your despair is gone. Do you believe? Your pain is gone. Do you believe? There's only gains from now on. There's only gains from now on. Only if you turn to the Lord. He's there. He's been there. He's waiting to welcome you with open arms and a warm embrace. To welcome you with a smile on your face. The Lord's already smiling. He's just waiting for you to smile. He wants to see that smile that's been hidden. That smile that nobody has seen for a while. He wants to see that smile so big and so great. That smile makes it all worth the while. That laughter that you think so lowly of is the laughter that He loves so much. Because He created you. Everything down to your laughter, down to your smile. You may not see the beauty, but He does. Down to your hair, down to your eyes, your nose, your mouth. Everything about you is perfectly made, is wonderfully made. You weren't made with haste. You weren't just put together without thought. There was thought that came when you were put together. There was thought that was there when you were put together. There was thought. There was thought. But you say, no, there wasn't thought, because all you can see is the aftermath. All you can see is what happens after all has been created. You don't see the work that was put in. You're only seeing the outcome and not the steps. You only see the outcome and not the path. You're only seeing the outcome of who you are and not the steps or the time that made or the creator that made you who you are. You're only seeing the outcome, and that's what you're seeing. That's why you're nitpicking. That's why you look at yourself and you don't see happiness. But the Lord is here to say that He loves you. He really does. And He loves every single thing about you, especially the things you don't love about yourself. Because those things that make you different are the things that make you you. Those little imperfections, the moles. Don't you know a mole just means God left His mark on you? That is left over from the Lord's love. The teeth that you think could be better when they're what the Lord wanted for you. Every single part that makes you you. The teeth that you often say, the eyes that you often complain, the nose that you try to twist and turn, try to fix it when it's already in place, the mouth that you squish and misplace, but it's already in place and it's there to stay. Those things that cause you sadness will be the things that cause you the most joy. Just wait and you'll see. Just wait and you'll start saying, I can't believe that I used to hate this thing. You'll be in disbelief that that thing you hated so much, it was what makes you stand out. It is what makes you shine. But that was always the plan. Whatever is the cause of your sorrow, it might be your body that's wonderfully made. That's wonderfully made. You might think, why is this there? Why is that? The Lord made every aspect of you, and He doesn't want you to change that. Those love handles you hate so much, but yet they really make you stand out. You think people are looking at you in disgust when they're looking at you in awe of the Lord's creation, in awe of who you are. Don't let the fact of the things you see as imperfections, your glasses, the glasses that so well frame your face. But if you really want to, you can stop and pray, and the Lord will give you 20/20 vision to fix your eyes. Not fix, because fixing means there's something wrong. And there's nothing wrong with the way He made you. And by fixing your eyes, the Lord means make you see the beauty in yourself. Some of you, a lot of you, your eyes need to be fixed so you can see that beauty that He sees. Your eyes need to be fixed. So instead of seeing what you can't be, you can see what you are, what you really are. A lot of you, your sadness is external. That just means the Lord can fix it. You're wondering when that next paycheck will come in. That's the source of your pain. But you don't know the Lord can make you whole again. Whatever is the cause of your sadness, the Lord knows. The Lord knows. And he's ready to help you. He's ready. He just wanted to know, are you ready? He's waiting. And he's hoping you turn to him. He just wants to see how much of you really could be. A lot of you, the Lord really wants you to hear him, really wants you to hear yourself. Because when you hear yourself, when you hear him, you don't have to worry. Every single thing that keeps you up at night will be the same things. That's why you're sleeping so comfortable and tight, so snugged in. Some of you, when you're with the Lord, you'll sleep like a baby, without a care, without a worry. You look so much at peace. No more will you twist and turn. No more will you shake or break. Break yourself. Break others. A lot of you, the Lord wants you to know that you're worth more than gold. A lot of you, the Lord wants you to know that you're worth more than all the gold in the world combined. That all the gold in the world combined is not as much as you. You're worth more to him, more than you will see. So that sadness can't stay. That sadness gotta leave. And you gotta feel that sadness with the Lord. Because if you don't, you'll feel empty. Feel that sadness with the Lord. Feel that sadness with the Lord. The moment that sadness leaves, even before it leaves, begin to feel it with the Lord. Because once you start feeling the sadness with the Lord, it starts to leave. Because light and dark can't occupy the same space. They can't stay confined together. One has to go when the other's coming in. That sadness will leave. That sadness will go. We think it won't leave, but it will. You just have to wait and see. All you really have to do is believe. Believe that sadness is gone. Believe that the sadness you see will no longer be your portion, will no longer be your lifestyle, will no longer be the thing that keeps you up at night. Be the thing, the reason why you can't see. Because the sadness is clogging up your mind, is blinding your eyes. And the Lord is saying, remove the blindfold. The Lord is removing the blindfold, wants to remove the blindfold. The Lord has even removed some of the blindfold off of some of you. But because you still believe that you're sad, He puts it back, you put it back on. He doesn't put it back on. You put it back on, but you believe that He's putting it back on. you put it back on. Then the Lord takes it off again. Then you put it back on. A lot of you, God is removing the chains off your arms, off your legs. The chains of sadness, the chains of sorrow, the chains of not knowing where you want to go, where you need to go. God is removing those chains. God is literally breaking those chains as we speak. All he really needs is for you to believe. All he really needs is for you to see that those chains, they're not for you. As much as you want to believe, as much as you think that those chains are for you, they're not yours. They were never yours to begin with. In order for those chains to come off, you have to want them off. You have to take them off. The Lord will help you take them off, but you have to want them off. The Lord will help you with your sadness, as long as you don't go back to the thing that keeps you sad, back to the thing that brings you down. You think, because once you leave, once you go to the Lord, you begin to think about going back to the sadness, but you can't, because the sadness will only bring you down with it. And this time, the sadness will bring you down harder. The sadness will drag you down if you let it. You have to fight the sadness. You have to fight. And how do you fight? Through the Lord. When you're with the Lord, you don't even need to lift a finger, not even your pinky. You don't need to move a muscle. You don't need to walk or do something. Take matters into your own hands, because the Lord's got you. Why take matters into your own hands when you could go to the Lord and ask him to take matters into his own hands? All you gotta do is utter the words, Lord, fight my battle. You think that these things that are making you sad, will make you sad forever. You think. That's the thing about thinking. It can be changed. Your thoughts do not dictate who you are. For some of you, these thoughts aren't even your own. They are not yours. But you need to dictate. You need to realize that they're not yours. Because once you realize they're not yours, you could process and you can eliminate which ones aren't yours. Once you differentiate the ones that aren't yours, the ones that are yours, the ones that's the enemies, and the ones that's the Lord's, that's when you'll really see. Because the Lord's thoughts, the will that the Lord has in your life will be of happiness, of gladness, is for happiness and gladness. You just have to wait and see. The thoughts of the Lord, the thoughts, the plans that the Lord has for you is a plan so thought out, so meticulously planned for you and only for you. You have to do what you need to do. You have to do what you believe. You have to turn to the Lord your God. You have to just open your Bible. You have to just see for yourself. You have to just notice and see that you're the star. No matter how far you believe you are, you're the star of your own life. Your actions, if not of the Lord, have reactions. And your actions, if of the Lord, have blessings. Your actions of the Lord helps you to overcome all. So that sadness that you see is not you. It's not. Because when you're in that sadness, you often reflect on how you used to be. You reflect, you reflect, you reflect. That's all you're doing, you're reflecting. That's you knowing that that's not who you're supposed to be. That's you knowing that's not you. That's you knowing that the previous version of you, so you say, is you, who you really are. Now it's time to be you in the Lord. As long as you believe you're sad, and I mean as long as you hold it in your heart that you're sad, that you're in despair, is as long as you remain there. God can sit there and remove the despair time after time, countless times. Remove the blindfolds. Clear your eyes, clean your eyes. But if you're still holding on to that sadness, because you're afraid of what's next, you're afraid what will happen when you let go of that sadness. Well, what happens when you let go of that sadness is happiness, the glory of the Lord, the strength of the Lord, the praise of the Lord. But I really hope that you do see it. The Lord hopes that you see it. Because if you don't, the sadness will try to consume you. Because darkness consumes light. At least it tries. It tries. Most of the time, the darkness, all the time, the darkness can't stand the light. Either the light will shine away the darkness, or the darkness will consume the light. You gotta pick one. Which one are you gonna be? What do you want to happen to your light? Do you want it to be engulfed in darkness? Do you want it? Do you believe that it's gone? Do you believe that there is no more light in you? Let go of that sadness. Let go of that sadness. How do you let go? Do the Lord. How do you let go? How do you let go? First, you have to believe. You have to know that that sadness is not yours. And you got to send it back to the pits of hell. Because that sadness does not belong to you. Even as you believe it's with you, it does not have your name on it. Your name is not on that sadness. See, sadness has no home, nowhere to go. So it hops from place to place. It's time for you to kick out that sadness. Because you are not its home. Some of you have kicked it out a few times and has come back. Some of you has kicked out the sadness a few times and it keeps coming back because you keep leaving the door open for it. Because you kick out the sadness and you don't feel it with God, the sadness will come back. The sadness will return. Can only return if it's not filled with something else. If it's not filled with the gladness of the Lord. Some of you need to fill the space that the sadness once occupied, no matter how small or how big, with the Lord. Because the way that sadness and darkness does, it seeps in. It seeps in. It seeps in.